Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the 100th milestone online meeting of Speakers Community Toastmaster Club. I'm pleased to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. In the online meeting environment, there are few instructions that we follow. I request you to rename yourselves. All Toastmaster can prefix Toastmaster to your name and guest can prefix yes. I also request all the speakers and role holders to prefix their role to their name so that it's easy to identify them. I give you 10 seconds for this activity. All speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. Tech host will confirm on the settings. I would request you not to type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking as it disturbs the speaker. You can use the private chat to provide feedback. You are all requested to keep your audio on mute in case you are not speaking. Please refrain from unnecessary movements or sipping on drinks if your video is on. Please turn off the video in case you need to do so. Do not click on share screen unless your speech role requires you to do so. You can display a hi-fi or a namaste when taking over or leaving from a role. You can connect with the tech master for any technical glitch. The tech master for today's meeting is me. If you are speaker, then please ensure you pin the timer or confirm that the same is visible at all times. This meeting is being recorded. In case you have any reservations, please let us know. You can network during the break and after the meeting. Let me share the mission of the club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now I would like to introduce our presiding officer, Toastmaster Kalpana. Inch by inch, life is a cinch is her mantra. Even a millimeter of a progress is a progress, and she adapts that in her approach to life. Kalpana, a corporate soft skill, life skills coach, and mentor, enjoy incessant rains, nature walks, reading, and penning poems, articles. I welcome the presiding officer, Toastmaster Kalpana, to take you through the further proceedings.
Thank you so much, Sir Toastmaster Kishore, for that wonderful introduction and a very vibrant start to the 100th meeting. I welcome each and every one of you today to Speakers Community Toastmasters Club to be a part of our centenary celebrations, which with great pride and a feel of joy, we today celebrate. As a matter of fact, it is always, one second, give me a second. I am facing a problem. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's always a joy when we reach the mark of 100, whether we are counting our years when we are 100 years young, or whether we are hitting a century if it comes to our national religious game, cricket. But Speakers Community is proud to be still standing at 100. When did we start? Amidst the pandemic, there mushroomed online Toastmasters Club, and Speakers Community was one such baby. It raged, it roared its presence into the Kala Pani Saja of COVID. But it provided us a window to the world of people. And soon this umbrella turned into an umbrella of camaraderie, enveloping all of us into a warmth of love, care, and togetherness. The bond was instantaneous. The bond was instantaneous, the spirit undying. We soon reached the milestones of 25 and 50th meet. Wow, it was like we had our train on and the journey was spectacular. The addictive euphoria was euphoric. The award of President Distinguished Club lifted our spirits. Rise, respect, integrity, service, excellence became our mantra. All good needs to burn through fire to become adorned ornaments. The moment of challenge arose, of course. The club witnessed a sudden drop in memberships. Almost nil renewals saw us staring at a huge virtual lock, followed by an avalanche of dropouts. It felt worse than the pandemic that we had gone through the 2 years. Advisors to fold up and join the clubs that were eminent poured in. And believe me, it was tempting. It was. But I stared at the members. Rather, we were just the ExCom members as members too. We either fold in or put our gloves, pads, pick up our bats, and play in the pitch. In cricket team, I thought, a team doesn't lose hope of winning till it has played the last ball. My ExCom agreed to play the game. After all, we had time till October, November. Integrity was relearned. Help, support, poured in from all the quarters. Toastmaster Shanesh, DTM Ramanathan, Toastmaster Anand, a deep and a dear club mentor who is a very senior Toastmasters, without blinking, their eyes pitched in. Speakers community taught me integrity, respect leads to excellence. We took each ball with complete seriousness. Yeah, sometimes we hit a boundary, sometimes over the boundary for a six. Sometimes we simply ran between the wickets to ensure that the meetings were run. Seriously, this journey has taught me that leadership actually isn't a one-man show, that my members matter, that it is the members that makes us leaders. Outsiders can empathize, but empowerment actually comes from within, from our own members. And today, we are standing just 1 point short of President Distinguished Club. We ensured the club ran on principles, achieved all its yearly targets. Today, we are not a sick club. Today's sense of pride and belonging surges through. A deep, heartfelt thanks to all who supported the vision of 4 Musketeers, my ExCom, and helped us complete 100. Rise. SCTC now truly believes in respect, integrity, service, and excellence. Last but not the least, East or West, home club is the best. With this 100th year today, I feel terribly honored to welcome none other than Hardik Shah, our PQD. I have seen him relentlessly work towards Toastmaster International's District 98. I also welcome all you guests today who are present here to make our 100th meet a memorable one. This meeting needs to be handed over to go further. Who other than my dear MOC, and that is Toastmaster Shirin. I think we all know who Shirin is. Shirin is an IT personnel. She is our PR, vibrant, bubbly, lively, You know, she also enjoys painting. And whenever you have a sweet craving, do not forget to visit her because she also bakes. So, savoring sweet moments and sweet bakery of this meeting, baked and poured on icing along with some cherries on top, I hand it over to Shirin to take it forward so that we can flavor the richness of the 100th meet. Over to you, MOC Toastmaster Shirin.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kalpana. And good evening, everyone. Are you guys ready for the 100th meeting of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club? We have become 100 years younger. 100 meeting experience in great evaluations, nerve-wracking table topics, fascinating speeches, and engaging educational episodes. Hello, namaskar, bonjour, vanakkam, assalamu alaikum, hi, and welcome. How are you all wonderful, wonderful people? I request everyone to please switch on their videos and make some noise for Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. So let's get this party started. Before we move to the main event, let me introduce our small and creative club. Our first meeting was on first charter meeting was on 24th of Jan 2021, and we had distinguished Toastmaster Amandeep Singh address the audience. The club was sponsored by Agnel's Toastmaster Club. A journey of 100 meetings was sprinkled with astonishing and amazing moments. The meeting sailed through Toastmaster Monica's April Fool's Day, Toastmaster Kunal's Music is Life, Toastmaster Sharon's Around the World, Toastmaster Shree's Chakraview, and our very own Never Giving Up Toastmaster Kalpana's Just Do It meeting. We have had educational sessions like mastering table topics, crafting a speech, art of storytelling, evaluation playground, and many, many exciting meetings. We have come a very long way. We have marched a very long way, and we will keep marching to a very long way. We are a distinguished club with many achievements. We won bronze in membership building campaign in February 2023. Toastmaster Kalpana won third in area level ISC competition. Our poster was in the top 3 among District 98 in January 2023. And our newest member, Toastmaster Swati, is making waves as she has won the best speaker in Bombay Toastmasters Club. So be aware and watch out for our members in ISC and other competitions throughout the year. And all this could not have been possible without the insights and feedbacks that we had from Toastmaster Lancy, Toastmaster Kusuma, Toastmaster Jyoti, Toastmaster Ashok, Anusha, and Toastmaster Shri. Loads and loads of gratitude towards Toastmaster Sunish, Ramanathan, Toastmaster Anand for reaching, because reaching till 100 wasn't easy, and they were our guardian angels. And another selfless Toastmaster who tirelessly guided and mentored us throughout. And I am saying this from all the members in our club. We are very grateful from all our hearts for all the time and efforts which you have put towards us, and we have come so far because of it. A huge round of applause for everyone who have helped us till now. So moving on to the main keynote address, we have a very special person. He has been with us many times in our 14th meeting, in our 56th meeting. He is a program quality director, and he insists that everyone switch on their videos, without which he doesn't begin. Without further ado, I call on stage this dynamic and vibrant personality, Toastmaster Hardik. A big round of applause, and Toastmaster Hardik, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. As is the protocols with the virtual environment, I'm audible and I think I'm visible as well. I just got frozen on my screen for a few seconds. So Sharon, you've taken half of my content to start with to get those videos on, and thank you for having an attendance track on me on what I've done in at your club for last 1 year. I didn't have that records with me, so it makes life easier for me as well. Thank you so much, Sharon and Kalpana, for inviting me and wishing all of you congratulations on reaching 100 meetings. I think that these days at Toastmasters Club, the typical joke is that how soon will the club fold up after it starts off, right? So for this club to reach 100th milestone meeting, surviving almost 2.5 years, the COVID and the post-COVID era, starting as a COVID baby and still being there strong is an interesting start over here. So I can see 18 participants in the participant menu, but only probably around 10 people on my screen right now. So yes, it will be great if I have others who are not wearing a wheel, burqa or something like that, or a ghungat, then you can please switch your cameras on. All right. So I'm going to get straight to the point. I have been clearly instructed by Sharon and Kalpana to talk a lot more about leadership. And I was just wondering for a moment that, most of the members might not be very well versed with the typical Toastmasters jargons. So if any point in time you do not understand some of the jargon we'll talk about, then please stop me and ask me, and we'll get those clarified at that moment. Because I have been so used and tuned to use those terminologies that I might assume that you know that. But we could talk less about Toastmasters and a lot more about leadership today. So if I had to quickly ask anyone in the audience, what does leadership mean to you?
Leadership is something like someone who inspires and give us the right direction and lead the club or a team. Yeah.
Let's keep leadership generic. Let's not keep it Toastmasters for now. So leadership is someone who guides you. All right.
And someone who's selfless keeps the followers before and themselves later.
Okay.
In my opinion, leadership is like to be example for others.
Be an example for others. Okay.
For me, leader is a person who takes control of the organization and leads the organization.
Take control of the organization. Okay, fair enough. How many of you consider yourself as leaders? Stanish is raising two of his hands.
I think everyone is a leader for one or others.
Absolutely. So how many of you believe you have some of these traits we spoke about? Kishore, all right. Amay, all right. So how many of you are well versed with Indian mythology? A couple of hands. If you tell me, I know how basics to start with, and do I need to give a complete background of it, or do I jump start? So if you can tell me, if you do not understand mythology, have not read about it, then I'll know where to start from. So, and people whose videos are off, I will never know what you're thinking. All right, so before I jump in that, I also want to acknowledge the presence of our club director Ankit, and I think our area director Anand also is in the room. I'm not sure if someone else is there in the room, then can get your video on so I can have your presence acknowledged. All right, let's get started. So if you don't mind, Sharon, can you stop sharing the screen? I think that's I need something to show. All right, so Indian mythology is basically Indian historical stories which may have a little religious touch up to it. And I'm going to talk about one particular story incident over here, which has been very close and personal to me, something that I have enjoyed listening to in my childhood. And it stuck around with me that there is so much to learn from the leadership lessons within the Mahabharatas, Ramayanas, and Chanakyas of the world. Right? So I'm going to take one small episode from that. And I understand that we do not talk about sex, politics, and religion. So this is not a religious story. It's a leadership lessons learned from an incident happened in the past in Indian mythology. So I'm going to quickly share my screen and show you one image. Okay, can I have screen sharing rights host? I should have checked this before.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Okay, I've been made. All right. So back in the days, there were there was one particular episode, and this is called the Samudra Manthan. Right? That's basically known as the churning of the ocean. Now, what does that exactly mean? Can you all see the image that has been shared over here? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So here you'll see that there are a group of people holding a snake and trying to pull the mountain in their direction. Is that the assumption that you're drawing? For someone who has not heard of Samudra Manthan in a very basic raw form, is that what you see and visualize over here? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
At least some reactions that I know that I'm not
Yes.
frozen. I'm not talking to myself on the screen on the camera. Next time, Kalpana, have an in-person meeting so people do not have the chance to have a wheel.
I'll have to fly down to Mumbai.
Please do that. I'm sure you know when your 150th or 200th milestone is going to happen. I'm sure that's going to happen very soon. All right. So if you see on the screen right now, what you see is basically there is a tortoise, there is an ocean, there is a mountain, there is a snake, and there are people trying to pull it on both sides. A very simple, basic understanding of the image. If you had to attempt a table topic on this, that's what you will interpret this as. All right, unless of course you know what this is all about. So Samudra Manthan is basically the churning of Indian Ocean. It's churning of the ocean, and it's based on Indian mythology. There was an episode of at this point in time where there was an intent to drive particular results at the end of it. All right. The entire group of people wanted to, at the end of it, become successful at having the elixir. And there was the entire process involved around it, where there were a lot of people involved around it. There was a process involved around it. And that is why this image depicts over here. In this image, you see there is one side, we call it the Devas, one side we call it the Asuras, or you call it, all right. What I'm going to interpret that as, you interpret one side as the positives and one side as the negatives. All right. In our lives also, when we start to take up a challenge, start up a task, there will be positives revolving around it, and there'll be negatives revolving around it. And that will be basically pulling each us from both the sides, from left to right, and between that, we as an individual get churned. And where over here, it's the ocean. So the ocean depicts us, our individual consciousness, and how do you think about in situations. All right. So the ocean at the bottom, if you see over here, I don't know if I have. Can I, let me see if I can draw on this. Yeah. So if you can see this ocean part of it, right? I'm hoping I can see, you're able to see those drawings. Yeah, perfect. So this is the ocean part of it, which basically represents you as an individual. It represents your brain. It represents your thought process. It represents what you want to achieve of that. And that's an ocean because there are going to be hundreds and thousands of things going on in your life, in your mind at that point in time. And you're trying to navigate those through waters at that point in time. And that is what this ocean represents. About the ocean, you see on the one side is the Devas, Asuras, that's your positives and negatives that you're trying to pull and push each other. That ye karna chahiye, ye nahi karna chahiye. Should I do this? Should I not do this? What is right for me? What is wrong for me? What is the end result? Will I be successful or will I fail at what I do? You'll have all these thoughts happening when you're trying to plan and strategize over here. And that is what exactly this image depicts. In this image, if you see over here, there is a mountain. Is it visible? There is.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the mountain that you see over here. Now the mountain is basically the concentration and focus that we need to achieve over here. All right. So when you start with the mountain, that's basically that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to navigate through. Below the mountain, you see there's a tortoise. Now, why is this tortoise over here? If you see the mountain is generally very heavy, your thought processes, your general thoughts are going to be very heavy and they can weigh you down at times. And that's why you have possibly a mentor or a leader or someone who's there at the bottom of your thought process, who's helping you manage that load, balance your thoughts between whatever you're going through right now. All right. And there's a snake. The snake is basically your desire and passion. All right. So on your positives and negatives are stretching, or it's basically a tug of war between your desires and passion, between your doubts, your thoughts, your challenges versus the end result success that's going to come to your way. Right. So that is how this entire image is there in front of us. Is the image now well engraved in your brain, or do you want to keep sharing the screen? All right, I'm assuming it's deeply well ingrained in your brains. I'll keep sharing the screen once in a while so that you understand where the story is narrating towards. Now you understand the characters of this entire image over here, right? You have the water, the ocean, that's your consciousness. You have the mountain, which is the challenge that you want to throw to yourself. The challenge is going to weigh you down. So you need a mentor who is the tortoise at the bottom of it. And on left and right, you have your thoughts, challenges, positives, negatives. And that snake or the serpent is basically the desire and passion that you want to drive out of it. These are the characters of this story. These are the characters you have in this mythology story. These are the characters you'll have in your life as well. Now let's understand what do each of these characters also represent additionally, and how do we go about it, and what does the story goes like. A little background to it was that just before this stories, the negatives of the entire world had won over the positives, and there was a need for the positives to come ahead. And that is the reason one of the lords at that point from Hinduism had portrayed this as a way of going forward for people. And that's why this particular incident comes in place, where you're trying to finally get the good victorious over the negatives. Right, that's a little background. It's too detailed and too complicated to understand mythology in a few seconds. So I'm going to leave you all with that for now. Asuras and Devas is what I spoke about, their positives, their negatives, the challenges, the goals, the jealousy, the anger. That all comes on these two sides of it. Correct? The serpent is your desire and your passion. That's basically churning the mind with a need of desire, without which they could not move the mountain. All right, your mountain, the passion, that the end result is moved only by these serpents that are being pulled on the left and the right hand side over here. Next, you saw the tortoise is basically the balance, the contemplation that is helping you balance the mountain on top of it. Now, what happens is that during the next few minutes, few hours, both left and right are pulling and pushing each other. At points in time, you'll see the positives outweighing the negatives, and you will work towards happily successful. And things are going the way you want it to go. You're happy that you're getting the result that you wanted out of it. But there'll be times when things don't go as planned. Things may be unsuccessful. Things may go as something you did not expect it to go. There might be challenges, there might be jealousy, there might be politics, there might be a lot of things happening around over here in your professional life, in your personal life. Maybe someone you like doesn't like you back. All right. Maybe that promotion that you were expecting did not happen to you. Maybe that deal you wanted to crack did not happen while you were very well prepared for it. Right. These are all the negatives that can weigh you down at some point in time. And that is where there is a pull and push between the positives and negatives. And that's where the tortoise is the balance that is trying to give you that, the person you go to and think something are not going right. Right? They may not be leaders in your personal or professional life, but the people whom you look up to in terms of challenges. And these are such people that you find possibly in Toastmasters, outside Toastmasters, wherever you go there. All right. Now, once you start pulling and pushing this, what happens next is interesting. All right? From the ocean, when you start churning your mind and consciousness, there are a lot of things and thoughts that will start coming out of it. Some that you planned, some that you anticipated, some that you did not plan, some you not anticipate, some you did not want to see, some you wanted to see. The end goal for us is to get the elixir, to be successful, to reach out great at the end of it. But initially, there are going to be hiccups, there are going to be trouble, there are going to be roadblocks, there are going to be potholes. All right. And during this churning of ocean, at one stage in time, there was something called a halahal. That's basically a poison that came out of the ocean. And the poison was so strong that it could have led to the death of all the people who are pulling and pushing it. This is going to be the lowest moment in your leadership journey. At that moment, you want to give up completely. You do not want to fight anymore. You just want to go and, questioning yourself that why are you doing this? Why am I involved in this? And sometimes we question ourselves, why is this happening to me? All right. And that is the moment that you are looking to fight out from. That's the moment you possibly are figuring out that should I even continue doing what I'm doing? All right. At that point in time, in this entire narrative, there is one other idol, Lord Shiv, who comes up, swallows the poison, but swallows it only to the throat. It doesn't swallow it inside, because if it goes inside, you die. And that's why that Lord Shiva is also known as Neelkant, because the neck becomes blue because of this. That is also that there will be difficulties and challenges, and sometimes you will have to swallow your ego, your pride, put it at your neck, let you not be consumed by it, and move ahead from that. All right. And that's going to be your leadership challenge, that are you able to manage that or not? Can you swallow your pride, ego, just for the end result success that you wanted to do? And remember, why did you start in the first place? If you remember that, that's it. That moment, if you are able to mark out. If I don't know if you've seen the movie Jump Me Mat. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Kalpana is like, no. All right. There's one very interesting episode. So Shahid Kapoor, I'm assuming all of you know Shahid Kapoor. All right. There's an incident in the movie where their company is not doing really well because the father died and Shahid was supposed to take over the company, but he went missing for a few months and then he comes back. And they say, we are at the worst. Whatever is going to happen is only going to improve us from here. It's nothing. I can't go behind this. All right. When you're pushed against the wall, the only way to go is forward. And that dialogue is so beautifully narrated by Shahid in the movie in Jab We Met. And that's exactly this point over here, that from this point, if you can stand up at this point, the only way forward is to go front to be successful. All right. But you need to pick up yourself at that point in time, and do not expect someone else to do that for you. You will have to do that for yourself. One amazing person has told me that there is only self-motivation, there is no other form of motivation. All right. No matter how much gyan I'm going to come and give you, if you do not feel empowered on your own, you do not want to achieve the results, it doesn't matter how much I come and tell you. So there's only one more, that's self-motivation, and that's going to pick you up from there. So coming back, so that's when you swallow the pride, and that, that comes out, and the end of it, what you get is the elixir, is the success, the result. So after churning, after going through the troubles between your positives, negatives, getting your mental in place, getting your thoughts in place, right? You will have 10 different options to choose from. If you're able to focus on one thing, I think I was reading this, watching this reel on Instagram from where Mukesh Ambani had said that figure out one thing that you want to do and give it your all for the entire year. If you give that one thing your everything for the next 12 months, you will see a result better than trying to do 365 things on 365 days of the year. And that's where exactly this mountain is also, that you focus on one success that you want. For example, you want to become the world champion of public speaking. For example, you want to become the president of the club. Whatever that is, what you do, focus on that one thing. Like Kalpana wants the club to become president destination, just 1 point away from it. That's her focus right now. Right? So figure out what is that one thing that you want to do, give it your all. Right? Day, night, think, sleep about it. Your passwords possibly should be that. Think about that, give it your all for that 1 year. At the end of the year, you will be better at that than anyone else compared to you, and you will be the go-to person for that matter. And then when you get the elixir, you get the Amrit, is what they call it in Indian mythology, is when your success is there. And is when you possibly, once you get that, you become an immortal. And that is exactly what you're trying to achieve at the end of it. So through all your thoughts, through all the positives, through all the negatives, through all the halals, the poisons, the tortoises, the mountains, the oceans of your mind, and your churning of it, at the end, if you get that one small thing, that one small result, that's the elixir, that's the Amrit, trust me, it's going to be, the entire process has been worth it for everyone, right? Today, we all worship a lot of gods in different cultures, different religions, but we worship those gods because they have stories. And let's always remember that the stories of success are always written by the winners. All right? Even if you look at Ramayana, you look at Mahabharata, at the end of it all, you only remember the people who have been successful. It's not who have won the wars. We do not talk about the time, effort, glory, the sweat, blood, and tears of the people who lost those wars. Look at whatever you look at it. So that is one important thing, that at the end of all of it, even they had to go through all these troubles, their thought processes. I'm sure if you watch Mahabharata, Ramayana, you'll see a lot of such stories of glory and all and struggle within ourselves, which are coming out at the end of it. And that's this, in a one line, if I would say, it's a struggle within. If you fight that battle and win that battle, you're going to be successful somewhere outside as well. So I think that's been the story in terms of leadership. As well as leaders, we have to manage the positives and negatives around us. We have to manage positives and negatives within us also. There'll be times when we self-doubt. Am I worth it? Am I doing this right? How will people think of me? Will people think I'm making the right choice? Can I make everyone happy all the times? And Trust me, you cannot make everyone happy all the time. But if you're able to make 80% of the people happy all the time, then you're doing a fantastic job. So stop self-doubting yourself. Start believing in the struggle and come out positive at the end of it. So I'm going to end it with that. And if you have any questions around the story or anything else about leadership in general, I intentionally kept Toastmasters jargons out of it because I know a lot of you people may not understand terminologies outside the XCOM, and I see a lot of guest members also present over here who are a little generic in this nature. But I'm sure people who are in the XCOM understand this and are able to relate this to their daily struggles in XCOM. When one VPM doesn't agree with you, when the VPP does not show up, the VPH says a club member doesn't show up for a meeting and you have to find a backup role player at the last minute. I'm sure you realize the struggle and the balance and being calm. Okay, role player is not available. I will become a backup. Right? So you do that. Right? So that's the story. Thank you so much for inviting me over here. And I hope you have a lot more milestones to come. And hopefully we will catch up over coffee in person sometime. Handing over the virtual stage back to Sharon, unless someone has any questions to ask.
Do we have questions?
I would like to ask something. So, our day-to-day life, generally professional and your personal life gets tangled, right? So how do you steer through that? Like, how do you manage both the efforts, like both the roles?
So, this is one of my favorite speeches I've delivered at my club as well. And Indra Nui is one of the person I very actively look up to in terms of thought process. I've read a book recently also. She says that we as individuals have 5 things to choose from. All right. Personal life, professional life, friends, fitness, and hobby. But these are 5 things where our life surrounds ourselves with. Typically, ideally, one individual can at best succeed at 2.5 of these, at best. We generally choose 2 of it, 2.5. She says that every day in the morning when I wake up, I have to choose whether I want to be a mother today, I want to be a wife today, I want to be a daughter today, or do I be the CEO of my company? You can't be all 4 of them at the same time. Right? So managing your time between your personal and professional life is a myth. It is next to impossible to try to be successful at all 5 of it. You will have to compromise on one thing if you want to be successful with something. People who, like Indra Nooyi, for example, she says that to be successful as the CEO of PepsiCo, she had to go not attend her daughter's parent-teachers meeting regularly. She gave up on that. And there are people who, to become mothers, to be, spend time with their children, they give up on a successful professional life as well. Right? As individuals, on the male side of it, things, I know how less I contribute to my home every day because I'm spending so much time at my office. But there are times when you switch off and you switch on, right? But if you expect that, okay, every day I have 24 hours, 8 hours professional life, 8 hours personal life, 8 hours of sleep, that's not going to happen. These are good on Instagram reels. They do not work practically, right? But you need to know, for example, I know that my office colleagues also know that I am available Monday to Friday from morning 9 to evening 9. Saturday, Sundays, they know I will not answer their calls as much as possible. They know that. So you put that boundaries for yourself. How do you divide it? But if you want to manage it on a daily basis, at least in India, it's not going to happen.
Okay, thank you. Probably would need to choose now.
Yeah, Hardik, one question from my side. You said that we need to keep our egos down and we shouldn't give in to our egos. Do you have any tactics or tips on how to do that?
So I see there is a very good balance between ego and self-respect. All right. Sometimes our confidence becomes overconfidence, that becomes an ego for us. But that does not mean that you trample over your self-confidence or your self-respect. So when you are arguing with someone, it's okay to disagree with someone. And if the person is your boss, you will have to eventually go with their choice. All right. But once you go out of a meeting room, like for example, if you're having an XCOM meeting and within the XCOM, there is a thought that how do you want to celebrate the 100th milestone? Do you want to call Hardik? You don't want to call Hardik. There's a huge debate over there. Let's put that as a very simple example for you. And 2 of the XCOM members say, no, we don't like how Hardik speaks. We should not call him. And we have heard him in the past. But the 5 members agree to call Hardik at the end of it. Once the XCOM comes out of the XCOM meeting and represented the club, all 7 of you have to be on the same page that we will call Hardik. Your internal differences are to be left in that room when you had that discussion. You may personally disagree with the choice, but as a ex-com, you represent one phase. You can't go back and talk in silos that, okay, I had said no, but they called him. Even if I've been a horrible speaker today after 5:30, even if some member comes back and tells you that, what did he talk about? We did not understand anything. You still have to stick to the XCOM side. And within XCOM, you deliberate how do we not make these choices in the future. So that is where your ego comes into picture. Yeah, but please call me as a member.
Only I think. Any more questions from the audience? Okay, great. So we will definitely remember all those takeaways, and thank you for this very new perspective on Manthan and this keynote on leadership. Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
All the best. Have a fun with the rest of the meeting.
Thank you. Great round of applause. Okay. I see so many of our past members in the group. We have Harsh, we have Amay, we have Ankit, we have Sai, we have Bharti. So guys, how are you feeling? Are you excited? How do you feel about the 100th meeting?
Good.
It's a very good feeling. Like I have been a part of right from the started meeting till we have completed almost 2 years, and I would say club has like traveled a long way from where it started in form of members winning, participating in many contests, and I say club has grown wise in terms of our division, club area wise, and we have progressed so far. Congratulations to all the XCOM members, guests, and all the speakers who contributed for making this stuff.
Thanks, Sai. And I still remember the day when you called me first for my intro speech in the first starter meeting of this club. So am I saying excited? Amay, you want to add more to it? Harsh?
Hey,
Yeah,
hi,
actually,
Sharin.
yeah,
Hey,
what to
hi,
say?
Amey.
Yeah, hi everyone.
How are you?
Good to see all of you.
Great to see all of you.
Yeah.
And very much excited because when I saw the post on Instagram that we are having this 100th meeting, and I was like going very busy throughout like last 3-4 months, but I said, okay, let's go today. And Sharon, we are looking forward to next 1.5 hour, what we have, right? I hope we have planned something great, and there will be lot of takeaways coming ahead. So yeah.
Thanks, Harsh. So surely we have planned many new things for you guys. Toastmaster Kusuma, you have always been in various meetings for us, and you have always helped and guided us throughout. Do you have a few lines for us?
You're in silent, Kusuma.
Let me put it another way. You all have helped me to grow as a Toastmaster by inviting me and asking me to take up such good roles. And I have learned a lot from all of you all. And I hope I have also contributed to your, I have contributed to your club in some small way. I think I would put it that way. Toastmasters teaches us to have a good exchange. It's never one-sided because anything and everything, whatever we have, it's always an exchange. We gain some, we lose some. So I think it's been mutual for both of us. And why I've been coming again and again is I always consider this club to be a very dynamic and vibrant club. I've enjoyed coming here. I like the way you'll conduct your meetings. It's got a kind of fun atmosphere, which I really love. So I enjoy coming and I'm very comfortable. So, I can speak also very comfortably here because I like the way you'll conduct it. So that's why you'll see me again and again in this club. Thank you. And I think I've got a special rapport now with Kalpana. Those are your president. I enjoy. That's why I keep coming here. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kusuma. My mentor and someone who has always been there with the club since many meetings. Toastmaster Ankit, how do you feel? Are you excited? Some few lines on the club.
Thanks, Sharon, for giving me the opportunity. It's excellent to be here in the club. I still remember the initial meetings when we had and how we were very excited as initial charter members to start the club and see the club grow and come to the 100 meeting. It really makes me feel proud. It's been, I know the club has had a lot of challenges with a lot of people moving in and out, but the strong pillars that we see now, Kalpana, Sharon, all the members that are there have ensured that the club goes ahead and has completed the 100 meeting. And also it makes me feel proud in terms of the dashboard, in terms of the club achieving most of the goals that the club wanted to achieve. Maybe membership is something that the club is striving for, but at least now I feel having 12 members at this point of time is a commendable thing. So let's give a round of applause to the club for ensuring that we give our best, and let's hope that we are able to reach that 20 number by June end so that we are able to get that distinguisher, president distinguisher at the end of the day. But whatever happens, results is one thing, but giving quality and giving excellence is what the club has always done. And I'm really looking forward to the meeting we have. Thanks.
Thanks, Toastmaster Ankit. Now, मैं नहीं तो कौन बे? Toastmaster Aarti, one of our past members, is always high on energy, a golf enthusiast. You can always count on her to bring in loads of creativity, inviting the super good, the super awesome. Aarti, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Sharon. After such a long time, I am with all of you, and I'm really happy with that. To see all you, all members, old and new, and it's a great achievement. I still remember when we started our journey, I was mugging up the speech for an entire week, and everyone in my home said that, "What are you doing, Mom? Always remembering the speech." And that was a great enthusiasm at that time, that we want to deliver a speech with a bang, you can say. And always all the members supported me a lot. Every now and then I used to call Ankit and Toastmaster Kalpana and Toastmaster Ankit and asking how to prepare the speech, what next, how to do my role. And yes, sometimes I miss this, but now I am engaged with something else. So now I am not with the Toastmasters, but yes, definitely sometime I will join again. And yes, the song that Kabhi alvida na kehna, Kabhi alvida na kehna, हंसते रोते बस यूं ही तो गुनगुनाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Thank you.
What happened to your rap song, my dear Aarti? So we are playing it and you're going to sing it.
And not able to prepare it within such a short notice. Sorry for that.
Okay, all right. I think Sharon will move on. Yes, we were waiting for when the content.
Yes, I haven't prepared it yet.
Okay, all right. So we move on to the next. Over to you, Sharon.
Yeah. Next, we have Now get ready to rack your brains as our word master returns with another fantastic word game. She has a passion for writing, for blogging, and someone who I've seen never ever give up. The youngest person of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. Our writer who mints words of gold. Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you so much, Shirin. Thank you so much. Just give me a second. There is someone who sorry about that. All right, because there's someone who I know from Pakistan is trying to log in and is unable to log in. So let's hope she can do it again. All right, word maps. Let me tell you one thing, dear fellow Toastmasters. When I was young, I used to open the newspaper, used to go to the scrambled words, find the actual words. And I don't know how many of you all ordered Indian Express at that particular point of time. There was always that word which gave you at least 4 words, and then you have to make the answer word from all the 4 words that you have sorted out as a jumble, found the actual word, and then again give the answer to the cartoon or a caricature that was printed in the newspaper. Believe me, this jumbled word expertise that brought me or snagged me my husband, who happened to see that I could actually clear the jumble words and thought, okay, maybe I will not be such a jumble in his life. But you can know what wives can be like, right? But Toastmasters, communication is the main, for you can say, main front of the Toastmasters. Words and vocabularies are something we need to have a grip upon. So there's a small game, an interesting game that I'm going to present here today. Can I have the next slide, please, share it? Here are the rules. All right. There is a jumbled word of 6 alphabets. You have to find a 6-letter word or 2 6-letter words, depending on the quiz that has been selected and put over here. You have to find as many 4-letter words. You have to find as many 3-letter words. The winner will be decided based on the person who has got the 6-letter words, most of the 4-letter words, and then 3-letter words. All right. Now, you have to type your answers in the chat, but all of you will be given a time limit of 2 minutes. Only when I say that the 2 minutes are up, hit the enter button. We will be looking at the answers and announcing the winner. All right. So 2 minutes. It's like 2 minute Maggie noodles, which is always all jumbled up. Next slide. Bruno, just a second. I'll put the timer first on. I will be putting the time in the chat or also speaking, giving you that how time is important and how we can ensure that we make the most of the time that is given to us. Yes, Sherin, kindly move to the next slide, please. Your time starts now. I hope all of you are getting the words. Yeah. Please do not put it in the chat. Others may cheat. Ensure that you just put it in the chat and do not hit the enter button.
I was never good at this game, Kalpana.
I'm sure many of our participants are. I think it is much better, Shireen, than to have a game where we are playing those video games, mindless, violent video games, right? I'm always told that this game keeps us young,
Many would not agree to that, Kalpana, but yeah.
All right, guys. 1 minute is definitely up. Thirty seconds to go. Fifteen seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No slide sharing, please, Sharon. Please enter.
Kusuma
All right,
has quite a
Rishabh,
few.
Kusuma. See, that's why we say it keeps you young. You know, you can say Kusuma is young. We will be showing you the answer slide too very quickly. I hope there are more participants. Don't tell me this game was too much. We are all Toastmasters. We have to be very strong with our vocabulary. Yes? Is Kusuma the only one? All right. Okay, participants. Sai, Radhika, Libby, Sanesh, Mitali. What happened to all of you?
I love this kind of competition.
So do I. I think we both are exceptions.
Is it Squire? SQUIRE.
Yeah, but no, you were supposed to type it in the chat and hit the chat button, enter. Shall we have one more game, or I think we should move on. So I think the obvious winner, you can go to the next slide, please. Here is the answer. So as you can see, if you go to the last slide, please, Sharon.
This is the answers, right?
Yeah, these are the answers. Just a second.
Yeah.
The last slide. Just congratulations, Kusuma. A huge round of applause. Can you just show me the third slide where I had put it up? I should have asked if anybody had any questions, right? Was the game not understood by anyone? You all can unmute and answer me. All right, okay. But Kusuma is the winner. A huge round of applause, please. At least that can be done from all of us. And these are the answers, and congratulations. Over to you, MOC Sharon, for our next segment.
Thank you so much, Kalpana. Now we have another MOC, Toastmaster Rishabh. Rishabh, the stage is yours.
Thank you, MOC Sharon. Good evening, everyone. The party isn't over yet. Are you excited for the next round? Okay. So body language and expressions have always been an important part of the communication, isn't it? But we still tend on to miss on those, don't we? But don't worry, guys. We have a finance enthusiast with a knack of bike riding and love for public speaking, who's gonna up our expressions game. Please welcome Toastmaster Kishore and for the next round.
Hello, everyone. This game is so simple. I think the time is 20 seconds to guess the song from the emoji icons. And I believe you will guess it before the time. And let's start. So the first song will be seen on the screen. Whoever gets the songs can unmute themselves and tell the answer or can start singing. That will be better. Okay. Anybody?
अरे अब सूरज हुआ मध्यम चांद जलने लगा.
Yeah, that's correct. Who was this?
Kishore, this was Ashok Gokhale. Kindly take down his name as one and tick mark his name with one answer. All right, Ashok.
You will have to sing the song as well. Ashok.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I know only one line of it.
Yeah, that would be fine.
I can sing a different song for you. Maybe if the time permits, maybe after the meeting is over. No problem.
Okay.
सूरज हुआ मध्यम चांद जलने लगा. सूरज हुआ मध्यम चांद जलने लगा. That is what I know about this song.
Where is the next song? Let's see who can guess.
I'm so bad at it.
10 seconds left.
Hi, hi, ye majboori.
No.
Hello, Meri Jaan.
No. It's so. Let me answer it. It's मेरे हाथों में 9 चूड़ियां है.
Oh yeah.
Kishore, you sing the song now.
No. People will run away from the meeting.
I think let's punish Aarti for singing every song because she did not give, come back with मैं नहीं तो कौन बे. So now मैं नहीं तो कौन बे. So तू नहीं तो कौन बे.
That I can do it.
Please sing this song.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Yes.
मेरे हाथों में 9 चूड़िया है. थोड़ा ठहरो सजन मजबूरिया है. मिलन होगा अभी कुछ रात की दूरी है. मेरे हाथों में 9 चूड़िया है. थोड़ा ठहरो सजन मजबूरिया.
This is the new song.
गुलाबी आंखें.
Yeah, that's correct.
Sharing
I was thinking अखियों से गोली मारे, but then there was no gun in it.
अब शेरिन गा सकते हैं ना गुलाबी आंखें. ये नया है.
No, and sing, but no, I think Aarti, you should only do it.
गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी दीवाना ये दिल हो गया. संभालो मुझको
ओ मेरे यारो संभलना मुश्किल हो गया.
Let's move on to next song.
दिल में बजी घंटी यार.
No. You are close to it, but it's not correct one. I can give you a clue. Like the lead actor is Ayushmann, and the movie name is Dream Girl.
दिल में बजी घंटी है.
No. That movie, that different actors.
Dil telephone hai. I don't know. I'm really bad with this.
Let me answer it for all. It's Dil ka telephone bajare tara ring 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 ring.
No, now I'll go with Trisha's song. Trisha was to sing.
I just know one line only.
So, anyone singing this song? Okay.
No, even I don't know this song.
I also don't know this song.
Okay. You can search it afterwards. The next
Or you
song.
can sing it for us.
No, I am very bad at singing. The next
All
song.
our other guests, please do participate. It's after all Bollywood.
This one is very easy. Very easy and from very super hit movie.
Movie name, please.
If I give movie name, you will guess it.
I doubt.
Okay, it's from Ashiki.
From
Oh,
Hardik has
Hardik will
given.
sing.
Latest Ashiki.
Hardik has just given it in the chat. Hardik, why don't you sing it for us? At least tell it to us in prose form.
Sharing bucket, right?
Be a leader.
You will never invite me then.
We will.
We will, I know.
Horrible vocal cords.
Yeah, okay. He has put it in the chat, Kishore. Sun raha hai na tu. From Ankit.
Hardik.
Is it the
Hardik,
right?
Hardik.
From Hardik. Oh God, I'm so sorry. From Hardik. Is it the right answer, Kishore?
Yeah. Sharing also.
Oh, 3 cheers.
No,
Please clap.
sorry. That wasn't the song. It's yeah. Sunra na tu ro raha hoon.
Oh.
I got confused.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next one.
तूने मारी घंटी और दिल में बजी घंटी
नहीं तू दरवाजा खोल दिल में बजी घंटी ऐसा कुछ होगा.
Yeah. Kalpana, you were close. Like it's तूने मारी entry और दिल में बजी
दिल
घंटी.
में बजी
Entry.
So who is singing this song?
Kalpana, obviously.
Yeah. I think everyone needs to clap. Please switch on your videos. Amai, don't tell me you're still practicing your Sairis. Sai, please.
No,
Switch on your
yeah.
videos. You can tell, some of the answers, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's difficult. I mean, I've lost touch in these games. But still, I
That's why you should continue your journey with Toastmasters,
No, I am trying, but it's very difficult.
There was a.
We got the answer is there. We got. So you can move on to the
No, you
next
sing the
slide.
song, no, Kalpana. Sing the song. अखियों से गोली मारे इसे गोली मारे
गोली मारे
आंखें और
लड़की आंख मारे
लड़की
आंखों से तीर मारे
आंखों से तीर मारे
कटारे आंखें कटारे नैना कजरारे नैना.
No. It has arrows, so it has something to do with arrows.
तो तीखी नजरें तीखी नजरें.
No.
काली
काली आंखें.
ये तेरी काली आंखें टुरुरु टुरुरु.
Let me answer it. It's चलाओ ना नैनों से बांध रहे.
Aarti knew it.
यहाँ पे चलाने के लिए you should have put someone walking, then we would have got it. है ना? What do you say? All right, next one.
It's the last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Ankit, you can go in for this. Ankit, you can. Ankit, where are you? Santosh can do it. Santosh is, Santosh, how about you? Thank you for coming, Santosh. Welcome to, I just saw you. Libby?
It's the toughest one.
Is it so?
पहले वाले तो आई नहीं हमें.
लड़का देखा लड़की.
No, yeah, ladka ladki is there, but
We'll let them, guys. We can do it.
Come on.
We can't even cheat on this.
Hi.
And then Bye, bye, bye will come. You know, if you can say hi, come on, something more to it.
Is this मैं तेरा boyfriend?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
very
Oh,
good.
damn.
Oh, who was that?
Libby.
Huh?
Toastmaster Libby.
Libby, fantastic.
She's like MS Dhoni 6 on the last ball. And we won.
Okay.
Okay.
So, is anyone singing this song, or shall I?
Yeah, Toastmaster Libby will sing.
Oh no,
Yes.
please. You want the meeting? You want
Abhi,
people to stay
last-
back for the meeting,
This
right?
is last one, so everybody can sing together.
Yeah, yeah.
मैं
Aarti,
तेरा बॉयफ्रेंड तू मेरा गर्लफ्रेंड
मैं तेरा boyfriend,
तू मेरी girlfriend. अब उसके बाद क्या है?
Oh, many
It is
things
like
to
Ashok Singh.
learn.
I don't
Na,
understand
na.
the song.
Na, 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 na.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank
participating.
you so much. That was a wonderful and entertaining one. Okay.
So
we
guys, now we move on to the next round. मैं शायद तो नहीं पर ऐ हंसी तुझे देख कर शायरी भी आ गई. What's a celebration without shairi, right? So let's call upon our own professor to steal the limelight and to dazzle us with his own shairis, quirky shairis. Big round of applause for Toastmasters Amit.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank and congratulate our speakers, Community Toastmasters Club, for the 100th meeting. It was a long, arduous journey. In fact, when we began, we didn't know whether we would reach this milestone or not. You know, amidst all the difficulties, still, because of the powerful Toastmasters with a great zeal, you know, to continue and just to with a slogan that show must go on, we have reached this milestone. And now I think we have overcome all the difficulties. So there won't be any much difficulty now onwards to reach 158, 200, then 500 milestone. I'm sure about this. So now, yes, the shairis which I will be presenting you now mostly is from by Mirza Ghalib and Gulzar. There are some anonymous shairis also which I found the best. So, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I begin with Ghalib's शायरी first. हमें पता है तुम कहीं और के मुसाफिर हो, हमें पता है तुम कहीं और के मुसाफिर हो, हमारा शहर तो बस यूं ही रास्ते में आया था. The next one.
वाह 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 वाह.
तू मिला है तो ये एहसास हुआ है मुझको. तू मिला है तो ये एहसास हुआ है मुझको, ये मेरी उम्र मोहब्बत के लिए थोड़ी है. And again by Sir Ghalib, which I found out very, very meaningful. तुम ना आए तो क्या सहर नहीं हुई, तुम ना आए तो क्या सहर न हुई, हाँ मगर चैन से बसर न हुई. मेरा नाला सुना जमाने ने, एक तुम ही हो जिसे खबर न हुई.
वाह वाह.
Then the next one is इस सादगी पे कौन न मर जाए ए खुदा. इस सादगी पे कौन न मर जाए ए खुदा, लड़ते हैं और हाथ में तलवार भी नहीं है.
क्या बात.
And the next one also, yeah. So I hope everyone can relate this to some extent. Now the next one is दर्द हो दिल में तो दबा दीजिए, दर्द हो दिल में तो दबा दीजिए, दिल ही जब दर्द हो तो क्या कीजिए.
कल पगले रुलाएगा क्या?
Now next one is very little serious. आता है कौन कौन तेरे तेरे गम को बांटने गालिब. आता है कौन कौन तेरे गम को बांटने गालिब, तू अपनी मौत की अफवाह उड़ा के देख.
Very deep, very deep.
Now the next one is also spiritual and meaningful that पीने दे बैठकर मस्जिद में गालिब, पीने दे बैठकर मस्जिद में गालिब, वरना वो जगह बता जहां खुदा नहीं है.
खुदा न हो. Yes.
And now the few anonymous quotes. बात नहीं करते इसमें बवाल कैसा, बात नहीं करते इसमें बवाल कैसा, इश्क आखिर मेरा था अब सवाल कैसा. Now the next one is a little serious for all the men, mostly. जरा जरा समेट कर खुद को बनाया है मैंने, जरा जरा समेट कर खुद को बनाया है मैंने, मुझसे ये ना कहना बहुत मिलेंगे तुम जैसे.
All the men in the house.
So the next one is also good, like घर में भी दिल नहीं लग रहा, घर में भी दिल नहीं लग रहा, काम पर भी जा नहीं रहा, जाने क्या खौफ है जो तुझे पाकर भी नहीं जा रहा. The next one is two more are there. तुझे बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश में, many of us must have encountered this, and this is for the life that we ask this question to life. तुझे बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश में तुझे ही वक्त नहीं दे पा रहे हम, तुझे बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश में तुझे ही वक्त नहीं दे पा रहे हम, माफ करना है जिंदगी तुझे ही जी नहीं पा रहे हम. And the last one, तू पढ़ती है इसलिए लिख देता हूँ, तू पढ़ती है इसलिए लिख देता हूँ, वरना मैं तो महसूस करके भी लेता हूँ, जी लेता हूँ, वरना मैं तो महसूस करके भी जी लेता हूँ. So this was like few of the quotes which I liked. I hope all of you must have enjoyed this.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and I remember like I used to present this in our like important milestone events, and I am nostalgic now. So it really gives a lot of memories, and I'm thankful for speakers community for this. Over to you, Kalpana. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I
Thank
think
you,
we'll
Amit.
go back to Rishabh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amit. It was such a fantastic. I think you have given me goosebumps, and probably I started me again thinking about life. But
Yes.
okay, let's move on. Let's not be serious. So
Sure.
coming on, the journey to 100th club meeting has been a roller coaster. XCOM club members has been the pillars, but who has been the foundation? Our president, Kalpana. She has adorned multiple hats during the journey: a mentor, president, a friend, but most of all, an inspiration to all of us. So thank you, Kalpana, for being there, for helping us, and to taking the club to such a milestone. Now, please, with a big round of applause, welcome Kalpana with her next event, Pantomime.
Thank you so much. Sorry, my computer just. All right. I want each and everyone to tell me whether I'm visible, because that's most important to me.
Yes.
Right? I'm visible.
Yes, visible.
All right. Why I chose pantomime today is communication. Before the words came, silent actions were the way we communicated. Right now, I'm presenting this in front of all of you. All right. Understand what is being presented to you. It is, of course, on a very light note, enjoyable. But then we will discuss what the whole incident is about. So I am starting it right now. All right.
Thinking.
Is she stuck or is she standing?
Thank you.
No, she's stuck. Her internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened?
Your after your
Uh,
jeans got towed, your internet also sucked.
Oh my
Kalpana,
God. So do you want me to repeat it or is it all right?
I
Yeah.
think
Can you
it's
guys hear
all.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So you said there was an internet problem, right?
At the end,
Correct. At the end itself.
At
but
the
we
end.
got
Like,
the
At the
message.
very end, when you tore your jeans. The app to moment where it stopped.
The internet also tore because it was
Yeah.
starting shaking, right? So this is a pantomime. It is about a woman wanting to go to a party, decides that she's fat and is unable to fit in her jeans, decides to exercise, but still as she pulls in her stomach with a deep breath, finds it does manage to close, but it is very impossible when you have to bend to pick up something. So I think all of you have understood. I hope you all liked it
Yes.
and
yes.
had fun. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, President Kalpana. Now, there's no Toastmaster meeting without a table topic session. So I hope you guys are excited about it. I'll just share my screen. I'll be the Toastmaster table topic master of the day. So uh, the time allotment for the table topic is like green will be shown at 1 minute, yellow screen at 1.5 minutes, red at 2 minutes, and a grace period of 30 seconds is given to qualify for the vote. Speaker has to speak for a minimum minute of 1 minute to qualify for the voting. Is my screen visible? If I could just, someone could just say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as it is Speakers Toastmasters Community Century, so I have around 11 topics. So any volunteers and any word they want to choose? Anyone? Should I pick someone then? Okay.
Yes,
So
I can.
Okay. I'll start with Aarti. Any letter you have any preference?
T.
T. Okay. The T for SCTC or Century?
Anything, SCTC.
Okay. Okay. A tagline you would like to give to yourself and why? A tagline you would like to give to yourself and why? Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Rishabh. A tagline that I would like to give myself. A tagline that I am very positive. So being positive doesn't mean that always you say yes. But yes, being positive means you will see the possibilities and probabilities that can happen positively in your life. When I came to Digboy, it was really very frustrating for me that how I will adjust and what will be the circumstances. But after reaching here, I found that I should not have that much fear about this place. It's a wonderful place. So at that time, if I had thought that maybe it's something good for me, then at that time, I may not be that much frustrated. So then I decided that always I will think positive and will try to take some thoughts that can give me positive notes. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. It was a wonderful take on the title. Now, any another volunteer?
You can call Samesh Libby. Libby is also there.
Libby, you
Amay
would like
also
to go
can
next?
take part. Yeah.
Toastmaster Libby.
Hi.
Hi. Any preference for the letter you want to go for?
Let's go with T.
T. Okay. Toastmasters influence in your life. Toastmasters influence in your life. Toastmaster Libby.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rishabh. I actually just spoke about this in a speech that I gave yesterday, so you've definitely made my life a lot easier. So, see, basically, Toastmasters has been an integral part of my life for the last 2 years. The kind of mental stimulation and confidence boost that this fraternity gives me is extremely invaluable to me. And one of the main reasons for that is the kind of camaraderie and friendship that I have found in this um, uh, fraternity. In terms of whether it is the mentors or even the senior Toastmasters or the new Toastmasters that come in, there is a positivity that is present in every meeting that happens in Toastmasters. Not only just the meeting, before the meeting you'll find that there will be a bunch of people who are ready to come and help you out. You don't have to call out people and say, you come, you help me out. People come in and they just automatically pick up things, they help you out. Obviously during the meeting, the fun, the learning, everything that happens is amazing. After the meeting, again, nobody really wants to go home. We are constantly waiting over there, we are talking to each other, and none of us can wait for the next meeting to come so that we can all get together again. So Toastmasters basically has been something like a practice ground for me, where I got to do net practice, and every skill that I learned from here has utility outside of Toastmasters, and that I have learned, and that is the biggest influence that Toastmasters has actually had on me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Libby. I think we'll all agree, like Toastmasters has been a boon for us. Like it has, steepened our learning curve, and it has been a good escape from our day-to-day life. We meet new friends, mentors, make good connections. So thank you so much. Next volunteer, please.
Yeah, I
I
would like
would
to.
just like to say that please look out in the chat for the timings. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, Rishabh, over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to go.
Okay. Any preference for the letters?
Yeah, why? Why is not taken?
Yeah. Only T has been taken.
Yes.
Okay. You could go back in time and talk to yourself at the age of 10. What advice would you give yourself? You could go back in time and talk to yourself at the age of 10. What advice would you give yourself? Toastmaster Samay.
Yes. Wow, that is so much. The question that would be really. I wish it would really happen. If I go back now at the age of 10, after having a lot of experience, I would definitely tell to myself to jot down the things which give you immense happiness, and then just try to focus on it and just carry yourself to the things that really matters to you. And the purpose of the existence, human existence, is to live for yourself, to contribute for the society, to spread happiness. So I would just advise myself that whatever we do, we should work diligently with full heart into it. And no matter the material, whatever materialistic comforts that may come out as an outcome, then not to fall prey to the false advertisements, to the false societal pressures, to whatever we see around us that shatters our mindset, positive mindset and psychology. So instead of that, to be calm and composed and just fight for one thing which really matters to us a lot, and whatever is whatever thing which is purposeful or meaningful to us. So rather just slogging mindlessly and to run out for all materialistic possessions, we would just be true to ourselves and just cherish the moment and the life which existence has given to us. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amay. I think you have been bang on. This is the advice I think we should follow. Like, enjoy the things we like, and don't take pressures. Even life will be hard, and there'll be good moments, bad moments. It's important for us to go on and with the straight head high. Now, another volunteer. I have
We can
multiple
call
topics,
out
guys. Like
Sanish.
everyone, yeah.
We can call
Sanish,
out Sanish.
Sanish, would you like to go?
I think he's not there. So
Sanish is there. He's on mute.
yeah.
But okay. Sai, would you like to go next?
Yes. Okay.
Sai? Okay. Our pillar is your Monica. I think I have a topic for Monica. Monica, it's your turn. Toastmaster Monica.
Monica,
Okay,
are
I
you there?
think
Monica?
she's traveling. Probably internet might be weak. Okay, Kalpana, I have a topic for you. Kalpana.
There is a lot. Yes. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have already a topic for you. Name a movie or a song you resonate to most to and why.
This is a very old song, and I still wonder why I resonate to it. But I always liked its vibrancy, its music, its soulful melody, and the singer herself, that is Asa Bhosle, who sang it in a beautiful voice. Why I like this song is, to be very, very honest, there are many relations that are there on this earth. A relation of a mother-daughter, relation of a father-daughter, relation with your siblings, relations within your family. But no relation is bigger or larger than that with your soulmate. You can complement each other, you can be there for each other, and you can perhaps be a completion that your soul is craving for. We are here on this earth perhaps to ensure that our lives, past or future, is just become a catalyst as we meet together, completing each other here on this earth. 1 minute of mine is complete. And that is the reason why I like this song. There are many such songs that really, really sort of rings in your ears. But this particular song, when I look up and when I know that my children will also leave me one day, my parents, after having me wedded off, will also move on with their lives. And during the time of my sunset years, my years when perhaps time has pushed me out of the young and happening days, I will be holding the hand of that particular soulmate, vis-a-vis, whether it's a boy or a girl, with whom you have colored Rangilare, with whom you have colored your whole life. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. I think you're right. Like change is the only constant, and during the journey, we find a soulmate. Yeah, who like the most amount of time we want to spend with them. So it's important to choose the right soulmate who brings the best out of you. Okay, now I'll invite Shireen, Toastmaster Shireen. I have a topic for.
I need that.
Yeah, I was gonna give you that only. Red Bull really gave you wings. What would you do? Red Bull really gave you wings. What would you do? Toastmaster Sherry.
I like that I'm having Red Bull with my drinks. So apart from the things that usually the advantages of having wings, like traveling and going to other places where you don't have to use petrol or you don't have to walk. There are two things that I want to do. One is whenever I'm having an argument with someone, I just want to bring out my wings and fly away. I don't want to address what is going on, and I don't want to keep the argument going on. I just want to fly away from the argument. And another thing that I want to do is, have you all guys watched King Kong?
Yeah.
So oh no, you have to.
Yes.
Okay, so what that ape does is he goes to the tallest tower in New York. He hangs there and he catches hold of all the planes and he throws it down. So I want to experience that. So I'll fly to New York and I'll stand on that tower, and then I'll also try and catch, just because I cannot be an ape, and Wings is giving me that opportunity. So I'll try and do that if that's a possibility. Over to you, Rishabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharon. Aren't you the exciting one? Like, really want to catch planes? Probably you'll have to be bigger than current size.
Rishabh,
Okay.
Sanish is back. I think we can again call him out.
Sanish, would you like to go for a round?
Yes.
Yeah. Any alphabet you have a preference for?
Any alphabet? I have to choose, right?
Correct. Yeah. N is done. Both the T's are done. R and Y is done.
I'll choose U. U is what people mispronounce my name, which I'll go choose U.
Unlimited money or unlimited happiness? Unlimited money or unlimited happiness? Toastmaster Shunish.
I'll choose unlimited money, because I already have unlimited happiness, because I think happiness is a state of mind. I can walk into a room and I can choose to be happy or choose to be sad. It does not have to be dependent on any other person or a situation. It is in my hand, in my control. It's just my mind. Like, I can fall down and just land on my hand and then be happy about it. That it's a nice fall, and probably I didn't break any leg. I can think the worst possible situation and just be happy that it did not happen. But at the other end, money, we need to put our time. If we are working, we need to put 8 hours a day for 5 days a week for 30 days in a month. And maybe at the end of many years, we have that money. Maybe if we are businessmen, we need to persuade people to invest in our business. Because for making money, we need to provide a solution to the problem which people face. And we have to get it from other people. And it may take time. But happiness, it's in our hand. We just have to choose when we get up every day. I'm going to be happy today. I'm going to be excited today. So friends, be happy right now. Don't wait or wish to be happy. It's in your mind. It's your choice.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunish. I think you were like, it's a good, interesting take on the topic, and you're right. It's a choice. So I think every day, waking up, and we should, choose to be happy. And because if we'll be happy, we can make our surroundings happy. That's all about it. Okay. Now for Toastmaster Ashok, would you like to go for one topic? Toastmaster Ashok. I think he was there. Okay. Anyone else? Monica, are you back?
Lakshmi, Simon, we can try.
Lakshmi?
Monica, I think there's someone called Lakshmi, Simon here. Lakshmi, can you switch on your audio or video? And both rather, not audio or video. Lakshmi? No response.
Okay. I think Kishore is left. Kishore, would you like to go for one topic?
Okay.
Yeah. Any alphabet preference you have?
S, we have.
Okay. First S, second S.
First S.
Okay. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated. success is the sum of small efforts repeated. Toastmaster Kishore.
Yeah, I truly believe in these words. Like you can't have success uh, in one shot. You have to repeat the things you are doing. So I believe that the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is the action. So both have the uh, ideas, but successful people uh, do things repeatedly in spite of uh, their failures. They keep on doing it, and that makes so the word consistency makes them successful. And so these lines are 100% right. Success is the sum of all efforts repeated. You cannot have success by luck. You have to work hard for it. That's my take. Thank you, Rishabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kishore. I think you're right. It's always about consistency. The power of compounding is so important. Like every successful person has been consistent, and they have been taking small little steps every day, to become successful. So guys, be consistent, and probably you'll be one of the best public speakers. So join the Toastmasters meeting every day, every week. If Monica is back, if she can hear us, or Lakshmi, so you guys are left. I have topics. Oh, okay. I guess they are not able to hear me properly. So that will be the end of Table Topic Master. Now, calling on to our next Toastmaster, who has taken us on different world tours every time through her creativity in posters. Calling our bubbly, peppy Toastmaster Shireen to bring shine of happiness in our Toastmasters meeting with her infectious smile. Toastmaster Shireen, over to you.
Just a second, sharing my video. Sorry, sharing my presentation. Okay, so the next game is a small game wherein our daily objects that we see are zoomed in, extremely zoomed in. You just have to find out what that object is. I'll show you what the object is also. And the first one, you don't need to use the chat. You can you can just unmute your audio and say the word that you think the object is. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
The first one is
Toothbrush.
Spoon.
Oh, Kishore has it. It's a spoon.
Can.
Keychain.
Cold drink can.
Bottle opener.
No?
Shoe.
Home appliance, some kind of home appliance.
It's not a home appliance.
Car remote control?
No. Okay, one clue, something that we have on our hands.
Watch.
It's a zip.
No, it's a
Mobile
watch.
phone. Mobile phone
Zip code that.
handle. Like
It's a
mobile
watch.
phone.
It's a watch. Who said it's a watch?
Me.
Okay. It's a watch.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one.
Yeah.
This thing here.
Papers.
Visiting card.
Folders. Paper folders.
Toilet roll.
The image is hazy.
It.
Mobile reflection is visible.
So it is newspapers.
Oh.
You are close.
Close, Rishabh, close. Next.
Laptop.
Laptop.
Oh,
Computer.
well.
Yeah.
We all have
Oh,
been
everyone
sitting
is
in front
actually
of a laptop
zooming
for
into
way too
laptop
long.
to
The escape key is visible.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Milkshake.
No.
Pencil.
Oh, is this a pumpkin?
pumpkin. Yeah.
Oh,
These
I
are the
knew it was a vegetable and you knew it
Oh,
was
okay.
pumpkin. Fantastic.
Sharon has done a treasure hunt in our home.
Yeah.
Mobile
This
phone
is
speaker.
belt.
No, mobile phone speaker, like the dots I can recognize
Okay.
probably a speaker.
No.
It's a purse.
No, man.
It's a mirror of car, that rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Something that we find at home.
Find at home.
Objects that we see at home.
Lamp.
Now, what has that many? You must be having some unique,
Yeah.
home appliance. We don't have anything that has got that many dot.
Is this a toaster?
No.
We are getting roasted here.
Please enlighten us. What is it?
A
What is
mouse.
it? Oh,
Oh,
mouse.
Oh, I don't have a mouse. I'm so happy to tell you that.
We have simple mouse, not design.
I have a cheese-eating mouse which we trapped,
Yeah, I think that is
Oh,
everything
fantastic.
that
Should
we
have
have.
got more, Sharon. We enjoyed this game the best.
Okay. Yeah, back to you, Rishabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shireen, for a fun round. I think I need to, take a closer look at appliances or things at my home. I'm really bad at it. Now, moving on to the last section, acknowledging the good that you already have, is the foundation for abundance. So now I would like to call our president, Kalpana, to, deliver the vote of thanks. Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Gratitude is mostly expressed in words. But today, gestures of each and every one of you who were present today, taking out something that is very precious to each one of us, that's time. We make time. And all of you, my past members, my present members, my supporters, my keynote speaker, Hardik Shah, those who helped me in my journey. Not everything can be bought with money. Some of the things can be expressed only by actions. And all the actions that ensure that Speakers Community Toastmasters Club proudly keeps its head up, we're immeasurable. So is this gratitude of mine. I don't think my words actually suffices to each one of you. Whether I call out on Monica, whether I call out on Sherin, Rishabh, my three musketeers, or whether I call out on the musketeers that were external, whether I call out on Toastmasters that has taught me that there is nothing higher than a bond. There is nothing higher than standing beside you. My heartfelt gratitude. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Today, there is a part of me that is really glad that we could make it to 100. And let's cheer us all on to new 100 milestones. because success is always a journey. With this, I declare the momentous 100th meeting as closed. Kishore, we can stop the recording.